Hi guys, welcome back to What's on My Plate. So for tonight I'm making a roasted pork in the oven. It's going to be stuffed, it's going to be delicious, and you're going to love it. So let's get started. Okay, so here I have a boneless pork loin. It's 4.8 pounds, cost me under $9. It's $8.59 for this whole thing. So this is a great option for a holiday dinner or just for regular dinner. If you don't need the whole thing for just your weekly meal, just stuff it the way I'm going to show you. Cut it in half, cook this half for dinner one night and this half for dinner the next. It's plenty of food coming out of this 4.8 pound pork loin. So we're going to roast it, stuff it, and you're going to love it. So let's get started. Okay, so to get started, get your skillet heated with 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, and I diced 1 large onion, and I chopped up 3 large cloves of garlic. Those are on the side here. So I'm going to start adding my chopped onion in here. Okay. So we're sauteing everything that's going to go in the stuffed pork. And the reason why I'm starting with this first is because we need it to cool off before we stuff the pork. So here's my onion. Now we're just going to cook it for a few minutes till it's translucent. Next we need, this is 8 ounces. 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms. If you want, you can chop them or just add them halved. Okay, so there's my mushroom. That's all going to saute together. And so we're going to saute this about, let's say, 5 minutes. And I'm also going to add spinach to this, and then I will add the garlic in as well. So now what we need to do is we need to start seasoning it. So we'll just do, this is sea salt. So this is about a teaspoon of sea salt. And we're going to do about a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, and I'm also going to add a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, which I always use. There's no salt in this. Marjoram, oregano, thyme, rosemary, savory, basil, and sage. So a teaspoon of this Italian seasoning. Okay, and just mix it up and let it cook for a few minutes. So we want the onion to be a little translucent, but we want the mushroom to cook as well. Okay, so we'll just let this go, even if it takes more than 5 minutes. So on a high heat, saute this. So after this part is done, I'm going to add the garlic in, and then we're going to add the spinach in. And that'll be the next step. It comes together so quick. And then we're going to slice the pork up. And then we're going to fill it, and I have provolone cheese. It melts beautifully in this, and when you slice it and you eat the piece, you could taste the cheese. Oh, it's so good. So again, you can have this as a holiday meal. I know Easter's coming up. Just making it for dinner though. I just wanted to give you guys some options if you're looking for some holiday meals that are inexpensive and delicious to eat. And we're also going to roast it in a cast iron skillet. Oh, it's going to come out like amazing. Okay, so let that go and then we'll get to the next step. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add our garlic in. So it's been a few minutes. There's the garlic. Add that in. Okay, 30 seconds to a minute. It smells amazing, amazing right now. Okay. And now we need 1 8-ounce bag of spinach. So we're gonna add this in. Okay. There we go, 8 ounces of spinach. It's gonna wilt down. Okay. Okay, let that wilt down. So it's gonna be a few more minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of balsamic vinegar in here. So that'll be the next step. Okay, so we're gonna do a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. Mix this up. Let the spinach wilt. So it's probably about 5 minutes or so. And then when it's done, just shut it off and set this aside. And then we're gonna work on the pork. We're gonna slice it up. And this should be cooled by then. And see how quick this is? This is so quick. So just keep mixing it. Okay, just a few minutes. Again, shut it off and set it aside. And then we work on the pork, and I'm gonna put a little bit of breadcrumbs in there, some provolone cheese, as I said, and this is gonna be such a great stuffing for our pork. So we'll get to the next step. Okay, so I've removed my pork out of the package. I trimmed off most of the fat that was on here. And so now we're gonna slice it. So I'm kinda gauge how I'm gonna cut it, because we're gonna slice it and then we're gonna slice it again so we can roll it. So just gauge how much you need to slice. So I'm gonna do it right here. And I'm using this knife because it's super sharp. I don't know what's wrong with my other knives. I've been sharpening them. Okay, so. Okay. Okay. So I sliced it, but not all the way. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and start slicing it. Watch out, my boy. This way. Okay. Let's turn it around and do it like this. Okay, we just kind of want it to lay flat. Okay, there you go. Look at that. So I'm going to wind up tying it. So I'm not going to oil this side. And the reason why is because I'm going to have the cheese on here and the vegetables that I'm putting in here. They're already oiled enough. So I'm going to season it. Just a sprinkle. You don't have to over season it, just because there's going to be breadcrumbs and there's already seasoning in the vegetables, and the cheese is salty. So a sprinkle of salt and a sprinkle of pepper on the inside. Okay. Perfect. And now I'm going to get my cheese. That's the next step. And my stuffing, which is the vegetables, they're already cooled off. So I'll get the cheese and we'll get to the next step. Okay, so now we need an 1/8 ounce of sliced provolone cheese. Okay, so we might need, this package has 12 pieces, so I'm just going to lay it like this. Get the whole piece covered. 12 slices. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to start adding the filling in here. Okay. Just add it to like the middle for now. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so just lay it. Leave a little bit of room, about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch at the end. But you know, you don't have to. You just don't want it to seep out. But if it does, it's fine because that's the first bite you take. Okay, so just kind of keep it towards the middle because we're going to roll this. Okay. And that's all we're putting in here, and it's going to be so delicious. It already smells wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this part here. Okay. First, I want to salt the outside here because this is underneath. Okay. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Look how good that looks. I'm going to tie it. So a couple ties here, and then we're going to oil it, and then we're going to season it with salt, pepper, and paprika on top. In the oven it goes, 425 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes per pound. You can start with 15 minutes per pound and then see, because it's not a solid piece we're cooking. It's layered. So pork doesn't take that long to cook in the oven unless it's like a solid piece. So let me get my little twine, wrap it up, and then this will be ready to go in the oven. Okay, so I started tying it. So you just grab a piece of twine, some of the rope here, and then you just slide it underneath, and then you tie it up. Okay, I think that might be enough. Maybe I'll just put another piece just because I cut an extra one. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to oil the whole thing on the outside. Rub it with oil. Then salt it. So it's a few teaspoons of salt, like overall. So just salt it and pepper it. Okay. And paprika. I'm sorry, I hope this is not in the way. And then paprika on top. Okay. Then we're going to flip it and do the same thing to the other side. This is a really great meal. Again, if you're not making this for like a holiday, then just go ahead and just make this for dinner. Cut it in half, cook the one. The other one's going to be good in the refrigerator, already prepped. I mean, they sell these things at the supermarket already for you, but it's like 3 times the price. Okay. sure everything's seasoned. Okay. Okay, and then my paprika. And then I'm gonna add it to my cast iron skillet and put it in my preheated oven at 425 degrees. Look how good this looks. I will give you a close-up. Okay. Look at that. So in the oven it goes. I will show you once I get it in the cast iron skillet first. Okay, so my pork is in my cast iron skillet. I'm also gonna add some cauliflower on both sides so they can roast with the pork. So I'll do that really quick and then we'll get it in the oven. Okay, so I just cut up some cauliflower florets here. I'm just going to oil them. I'm going to season them with salt and pepper. Okay, mix it up so it gets on every single one. Okay. And then I'm going to add it to my pork. So I'll move this over. I'm going to add some in here, some in here. And it comes out so great in a cast iron. I use my cast iron skillet all the time. I mean, this one's a huge cast iron. And I use it all the time. It's so easy to clean and you can make so many things in this. I make my London broil in here. I do my pork roast in here. I do like ribeyes. You can cook anything in this. This thing is just so great. I've had it for such a long time. So look how good this looks. I'm gonna add some paprika on top here. Look, what a great meal. What a great meal. So if you're doing this for a party, you can do this all the night before, and then it's 15 to 20 minutes per pound. So if everyone's coming over, having appetizers, then you just kind of gauge what time are we going to be eating. That's when you put this in the oven. And then it comes out fresh and delicious. Okay, so look how good that is. Okay, in the oven it goes. I will show you when it's removed. No cover, no nothing. Okay, so I was getting this in the oven and I noticed that my breadcrumbs are sitting on the counter. So even though they were there the whole time, I forgot to add my breadcrumbs in. When you add the breadcrumbs, it gives it more of a flavor, like a different flavor, and it actually absorbs the oils and the juices. So I'm not going to untie this. I'm not going to take it out of my skillet. It's still going to be amazing. But I just wanted to say, you need 1/8 of a cup or 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs for this size of a pork. And then when I had laid all the filling, the mushrooms, onions, and spinach, that's when you take the breadcrumbs and just sprinkle it all over the middle, and then you roll it and then you tie it. So I just wanted to let you know that I forgot my breadcrumbs sitting right there in my face. But you can add breadcrumbs or not. So I just wanted you to know that I did that. It happens. Okay, so here is my pork roast. Just came out of the oven. It's sizzling and it smells amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it rest for a few minutes, And I'm gonna go ahead and put it on a cutting board. I'm gonna slice it and then I'll plate it and then I will show you. I cooked it 15 minutes per pound because I did not want to overcook it in any way. So this is my roasted stuffed pork, and look, just look at that. Look how amazing that looks. Okay, I'll get it sliced up and I will show you. Okay, I am slicing it. I did one slice. I just wanted you to see how moist and delicious it is. I'm going to move this piece so I can slice another piece for you. Look at that. It's so juicy. The filling, oh my God, is amazing. I like to slice my pieces thin, so I'll just do it like that. Look at that. Look at that. The whole thing is still tender, and it's amazing. I've been eating the filling. So I'm going to put this on my plate. Cut it off here, nice tender. I removed the rope that was around it. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Thank you so much for watching what's on my plate. I will put it on my plate with my cauliflower, which is amazing, by the way. And I will take a picture and show you. Thank you so much again for watching.